Welcome to lesson 210 of A Course in Miracles. This is a review of lesson 190. I choose the joy of God instead of pain. You are at the Qigong support for Course in Miracles students. I am Judith, and this is part of my Lucid Mind Center, like a virtual center where you, for retraining the mind and showing different methods how to do it. And I have combined the Course in Miracles and Qigong to help us really understand the lessons more and actually experience them within us, the ideas which the Course is suggesting, to actually experience them and anchor them better within us, within our awareness. And also understand the role of the body and the world within this context of A Course in Miracles. So how this is going to work, we are going to align ourselves with our Holy Spirit, with our higher self first. Then we're going to read and contemplate the lesson. And after that, we are just going to sink back into the meditation and for a few moments and allow ourselves to receive or to experience the communion with our higher self, with our holy self. So let's begin. Come to the edge of your chair. We've been doing this now for a few lessons already, so you probably know the drill. You come to the edge of the chair. You imagine that you're growing a tail from your tailbone, that your tailbone is growing into the earth, like a big dragon's tail, just growing down, touching the earth and going further down. And also imagine that you are growing roots from your feet into the earth. You're kind of stabilizing, rooting yourself, grounding your body into the earth, making that connection, understanding that this body belongs to earth, it belongs to nature. And we are not taking that along with us. When we die, when this body dies, the body stays here and our mind keeps on existing. Our mind is already eternal. Our true self is already eternal, and we are just going to separate that from the body. And this is the very idea of this review period. I am not a body, I am free, for I am still as God created me. So let's imagine that we are growing this tail, we are wagging this tail, and also imagining that, understanding that your imagination is very, very powerful, that your intent is very powerful, and the way you are seeing the world, this is your own mind power which is making you see the world the way you see it. And once you have understood this within yourself, then you're gonna start observing how other people are seeing their world, and how much suffering there is happening is because of the meaning they put into their world. The wars we are fighting about words, the meaning we are putting in some arbitrary words which could really mean anything. And once we see it in ourselves, we can look past these confusions and see the light within each one of them. And that is what we want to achieve. So now inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and become aware of your central channel. This is one of the extraordinary meridians in the Chinese medicine. It's called Zhongmai, coming through the crown of your head and coming all the way down through your body and coming out of the perineum, the little spot between the genitals and your anus. It's a kind of a line. It's called a yin-yang pole. It's called Tai-Chi pole. It's the connection between the positive and the negative, or between the yin and the yang. Really what it means, it's the connection between heaven and earth. And they also say in the Chinese medicine that this is like a reservoir. This is where you're storing the qi. Qi is life force energy. And for us Course in Miracles students, we can also call this the light. This is basically the juice from our Creator, really. It's the life force itself, totally abstract. But we have got this life force tunnel here, the light force pillar, where we can bring the light within and repeat this daily, so we remember that we are light beings having a human experience here. Every single one of us, nobody is excluded. Nobody is better than anybody else. The only thing what is happening here is that some of us have got a little bit more awareness than others. And those ones who do, we gotta share this, because that's why we're here. We want to wake up the world to awareness. So inhale in through your nose, and now exhale down through that central channel all the way deep into the earth. Exhale into Mother Earth, remembering that this body belongs to Mother Earth, and remembering that it is like a mother. It's nurturing us. It's giving us all we need. Exhale to keep on living this human experience. And let's do it one more time. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Really becoming aware of that central channel, and also becoming aware of the connections which you have with the world, with your higher self. You see, this is something which is called the triple warmer, and the triple warmer are like 3 cauldrons where we are transforming the chi, transforming the life force energy according to Chinese medicine or Chinese cosmology. The top one, this is where we're taking the chi in through the breath, through the water, through the food. We are bringing it in through our senses, which can take it in, and then we are bringing it down to the second cauldron, where it gets boiled down, where there is a chemical process and transforming this energy, so we can use it in our body. It comes into the stomach, pancreas, and spleen, and then it goes into the third cauldron, which is bigger. There happens the separation. We're taking the good and the bad, and we expulse the bad. And this is a very important ability for us Course in Miracles students to understand this. We keep the good, we keep the valuable, and get rid of that which is not valuable. And the valuable is all those things which are making us feel good, which are making us feel whole, which are making us feel happy, joyful, kind, full of love, full of light, trusting the world, remembering that we are innocent, and remembering that everybody else is innocent too. And so when we are doing this particular breathing, we are bringing it in, we are like tracing that channel. We are bringing the fresh chi in through our nose, and now we're exhaling it down, sinking it down, and using our very body to become aware of this instant. And the more often you do it, the faster you're gonna get into this connection with your holy self, with your higher self, with your higher consciousness, whatever you may like to call this. Very good. I personally believe that every single human should dedicate that 1 year to the Course in Miracles. Just 1 year, and then just see what happens, see what kind of idea, how your mind changes. Inhale and exhale. Very good. So the central channel obviously doesn't start here at the mouth. It starts at the crown of your head. But first we want to become aware of that connection, of this understanding what from the good and bad. And also the negative emotions, they are hiding our true self, which is deep within us. The Course in Miracles constantly is reminding us to sink deep within and be still. And that sinking you can do through that central channel. And once you have understood the sink deep within, that's when you start opening up the channel beyond this field of perception which we have. We have this field of perception where this world is every single day, amazingly, looking always the same. Every time we wake up in the morning, the world looks the same, even though that you have been somewhere else. And if you wake up anxious, like I do sometimes, it is because wherever you have been during the night was not a happy place. And the reason why you were not in a happy place is because you didn't take care of how you were falling asleep the night before. I'm sometimes not very good at that, because I watch TV, watch some creamy series, let those creamy series run while I'm already falling asleep, and these ideas then sink into my awareness, and then I wake up in the morning miserable, and I am not diligent enough, I'm not hard enough with myself, or consistent enough to say, no, I'm not doing this. Something to learn there. But after I do my Qigong class and after I do my Course in Miracle lesson, I am back on track. I'm back in joy. So now let's connect to this power of the earth. Circulate it a few times, become aware of the gravity. That's it. You see, the gravity is not something we are aware of, but it's nice to feel it, because you feel it with your body. You feel the gravity, and then you bring up this energy of the yin energy and connect with the heavenly source now. Also, you can notice that the surge of energy is different as you're holding your hands up. And now you inhale and you exhale down. And you can probably feel the gravity of the earth even stronger as you're putting your hands down, as the whole thing is being pulled towards the earth, but at the same time you're feeling like a surge of energy which is coming downwards, which is the universe is emanating the energy, it's giving it freely. Inhale and exhale. And one last one. Inhale up to the heaven, to the yang, to the light. Connect with the heavenly source, connect with God, connect with the Christ consciousness which is within and without you. Inhale and bring it, and now exhale and bring it down into your awareness. It's not that you're bringing it into your body. This is not what you're doing here. You're bringing it in the awareness, into the awareness of self. And because we are humans, we often put our awareness exactly within to our body. Many of us are keeping their awareness only in their head, which is then ruled by the fear, which is everywhere. According to Chinese medicine, is stored and fueled within the kidneys, the Mingmen, and in this area in the back here. This is where the fear attaches itself. Very good. Notice the connection to source. And then just say one more time with me. I am not a body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. Very good. Let's start reading our lesson together. Lesson 210. I am not a body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. I choose the joy of God instead of pain. This belongs to lesson 190. Pain is my own idea. It is not a thought of God, but one I thought apart from Him and from His will. His will is joy, and only joy for His beloved Son, and that I choose instead of what I made. Beautiful. Understand that. We have created the misery. We have made the misery on this earth. This is what symbolically the Bible is talking about. That Adam and Eve were in paradise, and then they created the pain. They created the fantasy that there was a God who actually kicked them out of paradise. There wasn't. This was all our own doing. Pain is my own idea. It is not a thought of God, but one I thought apart from Him, and from His will. His will is joy, and only joy for His beloved Son, and that I choose instead of what I made. When I was receiving my messages from Holy Self, one of the sentences which kept in my mind, Adam and Eve did not actually happen on this planet at all, and they were not humanoid at all. It was a different kind of experience. That is what kind of it said there. And that plant they took, they had been advised by something or somebody which had created them that they should not be eating from that particular fruit because it was hallucinogenic and strongly addictive, and they did anyway. And that is where the whole story began. So if that can be true or it cannot be true, I have got no idea, but this is just one of the messages I got, besides many long messages which I am going to put in a book and put it all together. But the first mission I have to do is finish this Course in Miracle recording with you here. So let's just read this one more time. I choose the joy of God instead of pain. Pain is my own idea. It is not a thought of God, but one I thought apart from Him and from His will. His will is joy and only joy for His beloved Son, and that I choose instead of what I made. So come again to the edge of the chair, and then say together with me, I am not a body. I am free, for I am still as God created me. And now inhale up, connect to the light and bring it down, exhaling down, bringing this awareness down deep within yourself. And then you say, I choose the joy of God instead of pain. Inhale up and exhale down. I choose the joy of God instead of pain. And we're going to do it one last time. Inhale. Exhale, just leave your hands here up. And exhale, breathe normal. And then say, I choose the joy of God instead of pain, because I am still as God created me. Now inhale. And say, I choose the joy of God instead of pain. Exhale and bring this idea into your awareness. Exhale. And now just do 3 very slow, bringing down the heavens. This movement is called. And just allow yourself to keep this idea in mind. I choose the joy of God instead of pain. And then simply very, very slowly exhale down and bring the idea into your awareness. Repeat. And one more. And then just allow yourself to sit with the idea for a few moments, a few instants, a few holy instants. In your pillar of light. And now expand it. Expand your light. Into your whole room. Expand your light into the building you are in. Expand your light into the street, the village you are in, the town, the district you're in. Just expand. Expand the awareness. Expand the awareness into your county or country. Expand the awareness to the edges of your continent. Expand the joy of God all the way around the world. Expand the light and the awareness. Ready for anybody who is ready to pick it up, to tune into it. Expand it. And then bring your hands to your heart in prayer position. And they say thank you. Say thank you to each other for showing up again today. Say thank you to the teachers which have become before you and who came after you, your teachers and your pupils. Say thank you for all those teaching, learning situations. Say thank you to all of them. And then say thank you to yourself and for the whole line of humans, of human experiences which created this body, which created that situation for you to be who you are. To come with your purpose, your mission to this space and time of our world. Thank you. If you want to do more Qigong, here you have got all the different links. Tell me afterwards how it was for you, and I wish you love, light and Qi.